some ideas, Cole?
I was gonna say like when we're playing baseball, we do it 15 innings.
Whoa, a 15-inning baseball game.
Wow, that's very interesting. Okay.
Some other ideas, Olivia?
We went like 12 hours with no power at my house.
Going 12 hours with no power at your house. Very good. So that would be external because it's affected by nature, like a storm. And actually, not to be bragging, but we beat you because we went a week without power. So that was scary. And
Alright,
so,
go through another idea.
Well, one time we were playing baseball, and then one of the coaches on the other team got in like a huge argument with the umpire, and it really slowed the game down.
yeah, I bet it would. Okay, so we have external conflicts. A game of baseball where there was a huge argument between the umpire and the coach on the other team. And then we might have 15-inning baseball game, an epic power outage that lasted 12 hours, or in my case a week. So we see all kinds of external obstacles, storm, etc. And these can be really great subjects of a personal narrative. But for me, what's even more interesting to see is an internal conflict, and this is just my personal opinion, but you could write about a time you had to choose between right and wrong, deciding whether or not to try out for a team, trying to choose which flavor of ice cream to eat, or trying to overcome your fear of sin. So when you have to overcome a fear, or choose between choices, decide, these are all kind of keywords if it's an internal conflict. If it's your decision, if it's something where you have to argue with yourself pretty much, that would be an internal conflict. So have you had internal conflicts before?
Have you ever had to choose between right and wrong? Probably. Sarah, you have an idea?
Choosing whether to stay with band or not.
Sure, choosing whether to stay with band class or not.
Choosing to stay whether or not to stay with band class. Okay, so that would be an example of internal conflict. Maybe another internal conflict would be for me deciding whether or not to continue taking a nap. So internal conflicts can be really silly ones like that, trying to choose between two different types of shoes. They can be serious ones, like choosing between right or wrong, or choosing where you want to move, maybe. So internal conflicts are often really complex in that since we're arguing with ourselves, then there's a lot of different factors that you might not have with an external conflict. So an external conflict, it's with somebody else, or with nature, or with a competition. An internal conflict is with yourself. So it's interesting to see that comparison. Conflicts can be serious, as I said, like choosing where to live, and they can be goofy, like choosing what shoes to wear. You have faced many conflicts in your own life, and you can write stories based on your own memories. So here's an activity. Choose a memory you would like to write about. Choose a memory about a conflict. It can be an internal one, or it can be an external one. And write down your idea. So for now, we're just getting a sentence just to remember what that conflict is. Choose what that conflict is that you would like to write about in your personal narrative.
They brought their writer's notebooks with them because they've got some lists of